This is my crash Bentley that I've been working on forever. And in the last video, we had a slight problem. Okay, so I'm not sure what I did, but now the car won't start. And that is due to something. Are you on my face?
My bad.
And that is due to this thing, the pyro fuse. That decided to blow, but an even bigger problem is these fenders, I don't think are gonna work on this car. But you guys think that I wouldn't talk about where I've been for the last few months? As you can tell, the shop has changed quite a bit. We have no more 4-post. We switched to a 2-post. Video coming on that soon. You see, there's a big reason why I stopped doing YouTube for the last 4 months. And it's nothing against you guys. There's just a few things that is more important. See, and a lot of that has to do with my daughter got into golf big time. And I feel like that's more important.
You're gonna beat me? At golf?
There, you guys got to see a pretty bad shot, but you see, I love golf. I've always loved golf, and now that she's gotten into golf, I feel like that something that we get to do together, something that we get to enjoy, but now we can get back into making videos. I did make a full video on building this, the golf simulator, and if you guys are interested in seeing that video, leave a comment down below. We might be painting cars and hitting some golf balls in the pastime while we wait for things to dry. But for now, let's get into getting this car restarted and getting the right fenders on, because I don't think those will work, but you'll see more on that later. I'm just so glad that this happened when it did happen. I could have been out test driving the car and shut it off and then wouldn't have been able to get it started, which would have been a really bad thing. I did have this pyro fuse from the parts Bentley, but unfortunately the airbag module was a little bit different. So I decided that I was gonna cut the wires and splice into them, and hopefully this would work. Okay, so this is the old one, which is really short, and this one's the new one that's really long with the repaired, or I'm hoping, airbag sensor. There's only one thing to do. Let's install this, and let's hope that the airbags do not go off in my face. This is just gonna be a temporary fix for now until I can get the right pyro fuse. Let's go in here and see if we can get that to clear, because that'll be one thing, and probably look through everything else to make sure that there's nothing else before we start. Finish lining up all the panels, even though if all the panels do have to come off. Let's see what we come up with. Now, while running a diagnosis on the car, I did end up finding that there was a few codes that just would not clear or go away. Now, this is not normal for this to make this type of noise, so I believe that when the airbag went off, it took out the clock spring. So there's only one thing to do, and that's to disassemble everything. Guys, see, this is the old steering wheel angle sensor, and it should not do that. So this thing is completely trashed. This is off from that car, and you see, it don't move. That's good. Now I'm gonna clean this up, throw it on the car. Hopefully this fixes the steering angle sensor, which would be awesome. So thank God I have this. I mean, thank God for that car, because I've taken a lot of parts off from that car, a lot more than what I thought. So I've saved a lot of money by having that. Now with the new used clock spring, we can install it in the car and basically just do everything in reverse. Okay, now with the batteries hooked up, we could start this thing. And now with the batteries hooked up, we can start this thing and scan it. Anytime I take the airbag out, it makes me nervous. So let's see what happens. Let's try turning it all the way left, all the way to the right. Now we got an ABS light on. Brake fault, stop vehicle. This car's a pain in the ass. Let's try to clear some things. Now I did try with the scanner tool to clear some codes, but unfortunately it didn't really do anything. But I did find a cool mode that did let me run a sequence to try to program the air suspension. Cool, this thing is like running through a mode and it's actually calibrating everything. And this is so awesome because now the car seems to be height raising and lowering, and I'm hoping that it's programming the steering angle sensor. So I'm gonna keep running through this and hopefully this thing will start working. But that's so cool. I'm so happy that this is happening. Now I played with this feature a while to see if I could get it to calibrate anything, but unfortunately it just didn't do anything. So the steering angle sensor, not really sure how to program it just right now, but I got help here. So we're gonna actually try to align some of this stuff and try to see where exactly we're at. This is probably gonna take a few hours or a few days, I don't know. Aligning is like one of the hardest things, but let's hop on this, let's align this, let's get this car looking right. Now lining up body gaps is one of the slowest and longest and most tedious process. Now I did make these carbon fiber panels and I was hoping that they would work, but unfortunately they just seem to not fit right. But you know, I learned something new for a future project, and if I wouldn't have took the risk and would have tried, I would have never learned something new. So here's the thing, these fenders look absolutely terrible. They are not lining up at all. And sometimes we try to do things, and I tried to do this as cheap as possible and it didn't work out. But I did learn a lot because doing that taught me how to carbon fiber the interior. Unfortunately, they're not gonna work. No matter how much I try to flex this, it does not want to take the right shape. And unfortunately, I didn't have a copy. I had nothing to work with. They look absolutely bad. I think I molded them wrong, and it's unfortunate because I did spend a lot of time on them. But you know, there is sometimes you learn some things. These things do happen, and it might not be the best thing, but I do have a solution. That's right, I bought some new fenders. Now, I did get these for a really good price. I got them for a good price because if you see right there, there is some damage right there. And there is a little bit, tiny bit of damage here, but that's okay, I think we can fix it. And on the other one, there is a little bit of damage in this spot, and we can fix that too. So, let's fix this, let's do some body work. Leave in the comments below, do I paint this? Do I carbon fiber it? And the difference between this is if you see, this is thin metal. On those, it was thick. So this is 100% not what I was expecting, but I'm kind of glad that it did happen this way, and let me show you what I mean. That also explains why the paint is so terrible.